Can you answer these questions? Example 1. Find the area of each composite shape. In example A, we identify that this composite shape is made up of two rectangles. Let's cut it horizontally. Now we can clearly see both rectangles. Let's label each rectangle area 1 and area 2. To find the total area, we simply add area 1 and area 2. Now let's check if we have all measurements to find the area of both rectangles. For area 1, we have the base 12 centimeters and the height 6 centimeters. For area 2, we have the base 5 centimeters, but not the height. Be careful, the 20 centimeter represents the entire side length. We need this missing side length, which represents the height of the blue rectangle. We could use information around this shape to help. If we know this entire length is 20 centimeters, and we also notice this length is 6 centimeters, the 6 centimeters plus the unknown is the same length as 20 centimeters. So we ask ourselves, 6 plus what number gets us 20? Or in other words, 20 minus 6. And the missing side length is 14 centimeters. Now that we have all the measurements, we can find the area. Starting with area 1. Since we're finding the area of a rectangle, let's start by writing down the formula. Base times height. Then we substitute the base and height into the formula, and 6 times 12 equals 72 squared centimeters. Now calculating area 2, we start by writing down the formula. Then we substitute the base and height of the rectangle into the formula. And 5 times 14 equals 70 centimeter squares. Then our final step is to add both of these areas, and we're left with the required area of 142 squared centimeters. If you want to follow along with every lesson and not miss anything, download my free booklet, link is in the description. In example B, we identify that this composite shape is made up of a rectangle and a triangle. Let's label the rectangle area 1 and the triangle area 2. Since we don't want the area of the triangle, to find the required shaded area, we need to subtract area 2 from area 1. Now let's quickly check and see if we have all the required measurements for the formulas. Starting with the rectangle. We have the base 8 meters and the height 11 meters. Now looking at the triangle, we have the base 4 meters and the perpendicular height of the triangle 7 meters. So we can use the formulas. Calculating the areas for the rectangle, start by writing down the formula. Then we substitute the base and height of this rectangle into the formula, and 11 times 8 equals 88 squared meters. Now calculating area 2. We start by writing down the formula. Then we substitute the base and the perpendicular height of the triangle into the formula. And half times 7 times 4 equals 14 squared meters. Now our final step is to just subtract the triangle area from the rectangle. Now we're left with the required area, 88 minus 14 equals 74 square meters. You've now mastered these exam questions. However, to move forward in the topic, this is your next lesson. Watch this next video to get the best visual demonstration of this skill.